Hello, I am going to do a video. My purpose and intention is to do 4 videos, 4 different cards using the Posted For You bundle, the stamp set. And I'll do 1 card on this video. I want to tune me in here 1 second to see that I'm tuned in. And here I am. Okay. I'm going to make it full screen so I can see me. All right. So now, and it's delayed a little. So like I said, I want to highlight and promote bundles from Stampin' Up. And this is not anything Christmas. The bundle is Posted For You, and it uses the stamp set. It's called Posted For You, and it uses the punch that goes with that looks like a postage stamp type of punch. So I'm going to make the first card on this video, and I'm going to call it card number 1. And this is what we have for card number 1. I'm also going to show you my host code for December, and then we'll put this card, make this card. I've cut out my pieces already, and so all I'll need to be doing is stamping and using the stamp cut and emboss machine to cut our dies out. So let's have a start at this and see how we do. I've not made this card, so this is going to be made for you and me at the same time. Whoops. And like I said, I'm using this punch, and it's the postage stamp punch, and it's an awesome punch. There is this bundle that comes in the annual catalog of Stampin' Up, and the bundle is on page 81. And that's what you have with it, and the stamps, the stamp set itself, and then the punch. For $17 is the stamp set. The punch is, I'm not sure what the punch is by itself. Let's see, it's $31.50 for the bundle, so you save 10%. The punch is on page 168 of the catalog. And let's see, I just saw my husband, he's hanging Christmas lights outside, so hopefully he stays out there. The punch is $18 on page 168 of the catalog. And that's a bargain if you buy the stamp set and the punch. Now, the mini catalog, the mini holiday catalog, which will be done in December, in fact, it will be January 4th. It goes until January 4th. You can buy another stamp set that coordinates with this for $17, and that has seasons that go with this punch, and that's there's some really neat little you have October, Merry Christmas, you have witches brooms, you have a reindeer, elegant reindeer, a lot of a to and from, and like a candy cane red or what have you, stamp set. They're photopolymer, so both sets are. So let's, excuse me, I have the hiccups now. Let's move on. with our project. And we're going to be using this stamp and this stamp and happy birthday. I'm in need of birthday cards because I've run out of birthday cards almost. So I need to make birthday cards. So here we go. I'll be using, the ink I'll be using will be Flirty Flamingo and Smoky Slate. The cardstock I'll be using, my base cardstock will be Landscape Style, and it will be 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's actually 8.5 scored at 4 1/4, so the final size is 5.5 by 4 1/4. 5.5, 4 1/4. My layering mat piece, or the layering piece for that we'll work off of, is a designer series subtle paper, and I didn't get the page that's on, but it is the Subtles, the 6x6 paper, and that is, I have cut that at 5 by 3 3/4, so 5 by 3 3/4, and that's going to be the top layering piece. The next piece on the card that will come on the card is a petal pink, and I have cut that at 4.5 by 3 1/4. That will be on. Then I have scrap pieces, Flirty Flamingo and Whisper White, that we'll be using, as well as I'll use another piece of mint macaron, a small scrap piece. Let me get that because I didn't. Okay. We'll have a small scrap piece for the sentiment, and you won't need that much, but that's what I have. So those are the scrap pieces. Then we'll have a 5 1/4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4 that will line the inside of the card. And we will do, this is a 1/2 strip that we're going to finish off on the inside to just give a little extra carryover with the card. So that's what we're going to be using, and we'll be using tools from, we'll also be using dies. So our dies will be, I am going to use the, besides the punch, I'm going to use the second on the scallop dies. When we arrange them, this is how I have mine arranged, and so this particular die is the second one up from the smallest. So this would be the smallest die. This would be the next smallest. So when you start numbering these dies, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, back and forth on these. So it will be probably technically the third size, the third lowest size in the bundle. So we'll be using that, and we'll be using from something you won't be able to obtain until you are able to get the mini catalog and start ordering from the mini catalog for January to June, and you will be ordering January 5th out of that catalog. I can't show you the inside of it yet. I can show you that this is the year. I mean, every year at the first of the year, Stampin' Up! Has the launch of their mini catalog with a celebration brochure. And celebration gives you free products for like every $50 you order. There's offerings, and every $100 you order, there's offerings. So this is my host code for December, and I'm going to leave it right here for a minute. And like I said, I didn't finish, but I'm going to be using this die from a die set that is with a suite and a bundle in the new mini catalog. And some of you who are my customers and who have been very kind to help me out will be getting the catalog, and you'll be able to see all that on your own. So this I'll be using to cut the sentiment out, and that is not in this sketch, or it's not part of it, but we're going to be using that. So let's get cracking now. Put all of our agenda away and start to make the stamp set. I'll be using tools from the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and they're the useful tools. I have the silicone mat. I have the bone folder that we're going to reinforce our score line on this card, and I will be probably using the Take Your Pick tool. The stamp blocks I'll be using are stamp block C for these two stamps, and stamp block B for this postage stamp. I'll be also having buttered popcorn jelly bellies as I craft, because I've been kind of getting addicted to jelly bellies. So I'll be having those as I craft. I'll be using, in addition to our liquid adhesive, I'll be using Stampin' Seal Plus probably. Like I said, I haven't made this yet, so I'm not sure what my avenue is going to be. I will be using our paper snips, and that is, I think, most of the product that I'll be using. So let's get going. We've talked enough. So I am going to first take the Flirty Flamingo and stamp these little birds on the Flirty Flamingo cardstock. So that is tone on tone, and we don't need the silicone mat, but I'm going to have it here anyway. And I'm going to stamp that this way so I don't use a lot of paper in punching. Stamp it. It's just a light little stamp. It's not that it's discernible, but not distinct. Then we'll take that's all we're going to need for the Flirty Flamingo. Then we'll take our Smoky Slate. We'll stamp the postage stamp, the postage, cancel postage, I think you call these. The cancel postage on here. Special delivery, it says. And there you have that. And then on our mint macaron, we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. And the happy birthday is from, you know, the happy birthday is from this stamp set, and I failed to tell you, the Posted For You stamp set is cling. It's a cling red rubber stamp. So the coordinating stamp set for holidays is called the Festive Post, but it is a photopolymer. So it's the difference, two different style of stamps. Okay, so let's think it a little more again, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be about the center, will be about right, and I have this cockeyed on the stamp block, but that's okay, because we're gonna line up that die. Gotta make sure we can line up that die. Yes, we can. Okay, so that's our stamping. Now, we're gonna cut these pieces out. And first, we will do, this is how the punches work. Excuse me. They're turn them over, open, there we have it. Now we're going to, and these punches are geared, and here's our little birds. They're geared to fit the stamp. So you're going to center that stamp right into the punch. Voila, it's done. Punch it out and it's done. And we won't use that anymore for this card. Now, we're going to get our stamp cut and emboss machine, bring it over, and we're going to cut these out. And I was able to order the mini machine yesterday. You will be able to order it in January. And so this is the maxi machine. And the mini is exactly like it, just a tiny mini. So, this is Maxi, and I'm naming it Maxi, and then the mini will be Mini, so we're all good there. So these this is the plates that come with, that you get with the machine. There is plate number 1, plate number 2, and they visibly tell you how to load up your plates. And then plate number 3. And mine have been loved. So let's see. Let's go first with this. I'm going to cut this a little smaller so it fits on here. Now the mini machine would have come in handy for this, because it's a small area. This is a 6-inch wide. The mini machine, I believe, is half that. I'm not sure the dimensions, but I don't need this much surface for this. So the mini is a smaller, and it's easier to bring over and work on. I keep on my, I punched that wrong, folks. Let's go back and punch that again. It needs to be in the center of that piece of paper. I punched it too close to the edge. And I should have seen that when I did it. But let's just go ahead and stamp this in the center of this piece. We have plenty of paper. That wasn't the issue. There was no need for me to do that. Absolutely. I didn't save a thing. Okay, so this is going to be on here just perfectly. I hope I have the right size. I haven't done this, so this is why we're going to find out together if it's the right size. Oh, it's got gooey on it, sticky, a little sticky. So, as I look over it, I'm hoping. And this piece, we're going to put this die on. And I did it because I thought it would kind of, instead of a straight cut on it, I would just add the scallop because the postage stamp is sort of scalloped. And here we go. I'm going to run these through the maxi. And we have a tiny scalloped piece. Well, it's going to give us some variance in scalloping, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know if you saw that, but okay. So we're okay because this is not really a scallop. So, and this is not either. So this worked out okay. We're good. We're all good. I think it's fine. So let's put, and this machine is, it does close up. There you have it. And we'll put this away. Back over to my embossing table. Okay. Now, we've done the stamping. We've done the cutting. So now it's really a simple card. It's a very, very simple card. We're going to put it together. And there's not embellishments. There's not a lot of embellishments. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. Don't need a whole lot of it. And let's make sure our writing, because this is a script, is in the right position. And we're just gonna layer this offset on the front. And then we're going to layer our, what did I do with it? I didn't put it too far away, hopefully. Okay, we're going to layer our other piece. In the opposite direction. Just a little. Pretty much like so, I think. I'm trying to do it exactly like, so we'll use Stampin' Seal on this as well, the cardstock. Whoops, you have to be really careful with that stuff too. I don't know if I've messed up some. Oh, I'm running out of Stampin' Seal, that's why. I'm at an impasse here. So, what's going to happen now is I'm going to bring out not the Stampin' Seal Plus, but the other Stampin' Seal, and use it a little more strength. And I don't use it very much. I think that Stampin' Up's going to find that a lot of us just prefer the Stampin' Seal Plus. It's an excellent adhesive, and this one may not do as well. There's, you know, there's demonstrators that I have watched working with this, and so there we go. And we're going to place this postage stamp like so. And I think I'm going to do our liquid adhesive for that, just because cardstock's a little heavier than the designer series paper, and I just want to make sure that it stays nicely. That would be okay. Let's see. I don't know. Am I in? I am in the light, in the way I'm supposed to be. And this piece we're gonna put like so. And there is something that I am going to bring out that I don't have, an embellishment that I forgot about. And I think I could use, I'm going to use the dots that go with our in color enamel dots. I didn't see that on the original picture, so we'll use those. So let's see. We need to place this like so. So we'll get that. Okay. And I didn't mention this, we have mini dimensionals, and we'll use, I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool and put mini dimensionals on this strip, so we will elevate the sentiment. Now you could do a lot of other things with this. You could ribbon, any other number of trims could go on it, but I was doing it, I wanted to do it, I'm casing the Posted For You bundle promotion, doing it this way, so it's exactly the way, other than I used, we're gonna make a change here. That was too, it's too long. So I'm gonna cut my dimensionals off basically, or in two. That's okay. Don't put it upside down, and put it right here. There we go. Let's see. Are we cockeyed? No, we're good. Okay. I mean, I guess we're good. The whole thing's cockeyed. So, as far as the way it's laid out. So there we have everything except our. And I'd love to have you go on to my Facebook page. I mean, my business page, Lyndell's Card Escape. If you would go to Stampin' Up. You can choose me as your demonstrator, Lyndell Den. Or you could go to Lyndell's Card Escape at stampinup.net and get directly to my store. Okay, so other than that little change in what I did with this die, there you have it. It's a very simple card. I think here is the example that I used, and it's pretty close. My printer ink doesn't print, it prints really faded, but that's it. So that was card number 1. Stay tuned for another video with card number 2. And there are 4 cards that I want to do. So in the meantime, this is my December. Did I say November earlier? Maybe I did. This is my December host code. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Give me thumbs up if you can. Sprinkle for me. I'm going to post this to my blog probably, and I'm going to post it to YouTube. And I'll post it on my regular Facebook as well as my business page. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Monday, December 2nd, 2020.